By the way, I'm just letting my Discord know now that we're going live. And then after that, we will be chit-chatting, so you just stay tuned. I see. Okay, now I'm here. Sorry, I just have to like let my Discord and everyone else know what's going on before I actually start streaming, but it gives people the chance to actually roll in, so I don't worry about it too much. How's it going, Musnik? How's it going, champ? What's up, Siri? But yes, there are 5 Monicas on screen. There's one carrying Sonic. There's one with a Gene head on, telling you that you look nice. There's a Chibi Monica in the bottom right corner. There are 2 Monica plushes. One with the jump scare face behind the A of the starting soon, and the regular one. Oh shoot, so I guess there are 6, 7, 8 of them. I'm such a liar. There's the little Monica standee. And then there's 2 Monicas, one on each of the acrylic stands over here. And then there's a Monica Nendroid on my desk. And I have a Monica going shh and a mini print over on my pin board. You are Monica? You know, we're pretty similar. We're both hot girls, you know. The Monica Nendroid, I have it on my desk, like in the desk position. But here she is. She's very cute. I'm gonna put her back though. Thank you, Rem. You seem to like this style. I actually got the last shirt you complimented and this shirt at the same time at PAX Sun a very long time ago when they still had style. Yeah, that's right. I'm calling you out, PAX Sun. They've changed a lot since. This company was called On The Bias. I really liked a lot of their designs. But yeah, they don't exist anymore. They're out of business, so... PAX Sun indeed. So, who's excited for the ending of Crisis Core? Because I know I'm not. I know I don't want to see what's going to happen at the end of Crisis Core. Because I know what's going to happen at the end of Crisis Core. But we've gone on this whole journey. We can't just not end it. You'd steal all of my clothes? You wouldn't fit in them. You're much taller than I am. I hope no one dies. Me neither. Remen, you're a foot taller than me. You're not gonna fit in my clothes. I wear smalls. You'd steal all the Monicas? No, the fuck you won't. No. So Siri and I have begun working on the structure for what those trivia, like the trivia things are going to look like, because taking your ideas from yesterday, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple nights where it's like 2 trivia nights, like, and then 2 reaction nights and 1 of something else. We haven't fully thought it through, but that's going to be like the break in the middle of the gameplay. It should be a lot of fun, so maybe like a tier list or something once a week. I don't really know if I can dedicate to something like that, because if I don't find the stuff in the tier list interesting, then it's not really going to be fun content for you guys or for me, which makes it more fun for you. You know what I mean? By the way, I love this song. I love this song. Can't wait to see Zack move into a cozy cabin in the woods. I don't even know if Zack would like to move into a cozy cabin in the woods. Let's be real. This man's all about the action. But we do have to fight Genesis Rhapsodus, so that should be interesting. I'm considering not using my overpowered Costly Punch build, just for the sake of the final boss being, I don't know, difficult, because I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to die in like 4 hits with the Limit Breaker Costly Punch. And I just don't want the game to end that way. Like, yeah, there are side mission bosses that we can do that actually take advantage of how strong you can get. But, Genesis Rhapsodus, or sorry, Mega Drive Rhapsodus, as Musnick would say, or Dreamcast Rhapsodus, is not going to be that boss. A quitter. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Also, this is actually surprisingly a t-shirt, but it is a warm t-shirt. It actually also has this pocket in it. I could put Monica in his pocket. See? It's just a t-shirt. But it is nice. But it's funny. But it's so funny. Ryan, I hear you over there. I hear you're in the room next to me right now, Mr. Fancy. Bohemian Rhapsodus? Well, excuse me, princess. Yeah. Well, you're not excused, because you have to fucking stay here and watch the stream. This is the finale of Crisis Core. I just forgot the lyrics to Bohemian Rhapsody. But I want to, because I was going to try to make a play off of it where it's like from Genesis's perspective. And I was like, I can't pull this off right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I let everyone down. Goodness gracious. By the way, did you guys like the thumbnail today? I made it in 5 minutes right before we started the stream. So hopefully it was decent. I took like, I want to say 70 pictures, or at least 50 pictures yesterday for future like Let's Play thumbnails. YouTube face. I did a lot of those yesterday. I did the trust me, I got lots of those down. But I also took a lot more normal faces for the sake of like whatever the mood of that Let's Play episode would be, you know what I mean? Imagine if they were all just Mr. Beast or whatever the hell. I also recorded my Gamma script today, so I'm gonna be working on that this weekend, and that's gonna help me like record better in the future. It takes me honestly forever to record my own scripts because I don't have like a whatever it's called, a teleprompter. That is the shortest script at around 3,000 words, by the way. And goodness gracious, it took me 2 hours to record 53 minutes of footage, which will likely get cut to around 30 minutes or 25 minutes of footage. But I am just so bad at it. Like, I have really bad retention when it comes to remembering the actual lines that I wrote. I'm looking at it, and then I'm like, I'll get halfway through the sentence, and I'm like, shit, what did it say? And I check the script again, and then I do the same thing 3 times. I don't know why I'm like that, because I can talk like this on stream live off the top of my head. But I think it's just because I actually have to think about the way I'm being perceived by other people, which is a big deal for me, because it's like a lot of what I care about, obviously. And I'm not one of those people where it's like, or like my videos aren't exactly me just talking into the microphone and no face. It's no, I have to look at the camera and say these things. When I can just look at a script and read it off the microphone, that's perfectly fine. And I have moments in the scripts where it's like that, and that's super easy for me. But when I actually have to look and worry about like how I look and everything else like that, that's actually kind of difficult. In person, it's not bad. I can improvise relatively well. But when I'm reading back scripted content, for some reason, I have trouble with that. I'm not sure why. But yeah. Just wanted to go in that little spiel. When you record guitar playing? Yeah, me too. Me too. When I'm recording guitar and vocals, I'm super hard on myself with it. Because I know what I want it to be in my head. And this is why it actually takes me a while to write too. Because I have a hard time getting started. Where I'll sit there and I'm like, this isn't the perfect thing I want it to be. And so then I just like try over and over again and I hit these like roadblocks. You forget how to sit? Yeah, yeah. Sit, boy. Sit. 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 Good boy. Good boy. All right. Let me pee. You guys can chit-chat. Let's get ready for Crisis Core Reunion finale. Well, we're going to talk about a couple more things before we hop into it. But I want you guys to throw out ideas for us to chit-chat about. Just give me 1 second. Because pee. I do that a lot, unfortunately. Juice P counter. That's a great idea for streams. That's a fan. You are a genius. See, this, I knew I had you on the team for a reason. You're a content genius. All right, so no one came up with more conversation topics. What do you think? This is my job as the streamer To talk? This is ridiculous. You guys need to rethink the priorities. Am I supposed to entertain? Just kidding. Of course I am. I didn't plan tonight's stream as well because I knew we were going to go straight into Crisis Core Reunion for the most part. I know a lot of you guys are waiting for the finale of this game. So I got my controller. I'm good to go pretty much. We don't have to do any side missions tonight or anything like that, thankfully. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to do after the stream because I don't think this is going to last a full 3 hours, but we'll figure it out together. Whatever you guys really want to do. We could start Sonic Frontiers, but if not, we're going to start it tomorrow. So if you guys have anything that you want me to react to or do a tier list or anything like that by the time Crisis Core Reunion is over, then that's fine too. Just let me know what you guys want. Oh, and don't forget to like the stream. And subscribe if you're not already. That means the world to me, and it's super important to help push the stream out to new viewers. So, here we go. Let's go over to the game. The game theory. Thanks for watching. All right. Eee. I will likely get a drink at some point tonight as well, or a couple of those, just so we know. FF7 compilation tier list. That sounds like fun. See, now that sounds like fun. That does sound like fun. Okay. Ugh. So, we're gonna do one side mission. I decided we're not doing any. Just to warm myself. I just need to warm up. I just need to warm up my fingies. Alright? I haven't warmed up my fingies today. I haven't played any Smash Brothers. I haven't played video games at all. I've just been working all day. And, well, I did go to the gym, but that was this morning. And it was leg day. I hate leg day. I'm just not that connected to that part of my body for some reason. Leg day is so hard for me. I think it's because I get bored doing it. Even though it's super hard, I still get bored doing it. It's really weird. I'm not like that with pull and push day. Whoa, we actually finished one of the missions last night. That's a big poggies. That's a huge poggies, actually. Well, Siri, can you check if that exists? Because if not, we would have to make the layout first.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved. Oh yeah.
We defeated the worms.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Damn, whatever's in this chest better be worth. Oh, it's right here. Not worth.
Activating combat mode.
How about this?
Conflict resolved.
We actually didn't do that much damage to them. I mean, they died.
Got him.
But still. Cause if we want to do that, then we would have to like make it now if it doesn't exist already. Well, that was not hard. I mean, like one of you can do. I have no problem with that. It would make it easier, but all right. Whatever. Are we ready to just go in and fight Genesis? This dude has been quite the nuisance. It has last order and on the way to a smile. Okay, last order I have seen. On the way to a smile I haven't read. No Crisis Core Reunion. Just copy and paste that stuff Get rid of the novels and throw on Crisis Core Reunion and Remake if it's not on there already. All right. We ready to fight Genesis, everyone? It's the final boss time.
Corrupted by vengeance, hath endured torment to find the end of the journey. In my own salvation,
His full head of hair is gray now.
you're late.
Loveless again.
You have succeeded, Angeal's spirit,
Hmm.
and carry a part of Sephiroth within you. Thus, the three friends are reunited once again. And Loveless is reenacted.
No. Open your eyes, Genesis.
That pose.
When the war of the beasts brings about the world's end,
Lord.
I've come here to help you.
the goddess descends from the sky.
Genesis is not listening to this man.
Spread afar, she guides us to bliss, her gift everlasting.
What is that?
Is it a huge materia?
Goddess, a heavenly boon found only in Benora.
I thought the cells were the gift.
There are various interpretations.
Oh my god.
I don't understand.
None of us do.
To ponder the mystery is in itself a gift. We will all join the life stream.
Mm-hmm.
You are no exception. The planet has become my guardian.
Keep talking to me. Don't let it take over. You're not a monster. You're one of us. Damn you!
This thing doesn't resemble Genesis in the slightest. It does have the same back thing as Minerva does, who is the actual goddess of the life stream and the planet. So he absorbed the life stream energy and he gets that stuff. It's weird that he does, but Sephiroth doesn't.
Activating combat mode.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my heater off for a second. Hold on. It's way too loud. Okay, are we ready? Oh shoot, I actually forgot to one, I kind of forgot to oh, look at this.
Taking you down.
To put wall on. Okay.
Hands up. The end.
I messed up.
This might be a challenge even with Costly Punch.
Whoa, this is not good.
Alright, we saw that one already.
How about this? Bringing out the big guns.
Lucky Stars is so good.
You can do it, Zack.
Here we go. This'll do. This. Take that. Hands up. Right.
Is he like drawing a What is this? Oh, same thing.
Better run for it.
Might as well go for it for the heal.
How about this?
Out of... Oh, shit. Okay, so I can't use...
Taking you down a peg.
Wow, that's still, like, no damage,
Here we go.
to be fair. The same one again?
This'll do. Take that. You're in for it now.
You can do it, Zack.
This boss music is kind of like, whatever.
This'll do. Bye now. This'll do. Heads up.
Like, that's still, like, not that much damage, right? I mean, it is for a final boss.
Zack.
We got that one.
Better run for it.
Get it like it stars again. Just keep getting it.
Here we go.
Oh, that's Shadow Flare. That's what that is. Okay, that makes... Wow, we have a lot of HP right now.
You can do
Heads up. How about this?
That's not leveled up yet.
Here we go.
Dude, this is ridiculous. This also isn't necessarily what I had in mind for Lucky Stars, right? Because I was like, oh, using Lucky Stars means we have high chances of getting, like, all the other things, too. But I didn't think about the fact that, it would just mean that we keep getting the same thing over and over again. Okay, I can't keep using this over and over again. I'm gonna feel horrible if I do that. That still does a good amount of damage, but not quite as much.
Is this them?
You're in for it now.
Use this on him. Prevent this attack from going off.
No, not if I can help it.
Actually, I kind of want to see it. Purgatorial Wave. Holy shit. That did do a lot of damage.
This'll do. Heads up.
Take him out. Take him out. Heal back.
How about this?
Nope. Dodged. This dude has a Keyblade.
Bye now.
And this dude has a lightsaber. What is going on? Why are the Keyblades in this game?
Bringing out the big guns.
You can do it, Zack.
This'll do. Take that. Taking you down a peg. Got him.
Does he have... Oh my god. Let's get over here.
Training hard, I hope.
We've gotten that one before. Just rush assault on it. Come on, Angeal. Stop your friend Genesis, bro. Punch him until he stops. Suddenly Wasteland.
Bye now. Taking you down a peg.
Lucky Star's leveled up. Okay.
How about this?
Take out the Shadow, the Hedgehogs. What is with the Keyblades, bro, and the lightsabers? I mean, I know we're on some Nomura shit, but not to this level. Well, more like Nojima, really. Overdrive. I don't think we've gotten this cutscene before.
Cisne?
Oh no, we have.
Having problems.
We have.
Brace yourself.
This boss fight's almost dead already, by the way. I mean, to be fair, I did forget to take off Costly Punch. What? What? Is this gonna kill us? Dude, this thing did 20k damage last time, and I got it to... Why couldn't I hit him? So we're gonna put wall on. Shit, we leveled up Lucky Stars twice, and we don't have it anymore. I'm actually kind of surprised we died. What were we looking for? Wall, right? Electrocute, so good. Better than Trithundaga. Really want to level these things up and master them. I'll do that on my own time though. All right, let's throw on wall. Yeah, we have a mastered wall. We have 2 mastered walls. Ooh, actually. Let's fuse them. And... You're at plus 11. Yeah, that thing took us out, bro. Do we have anything for that? Not really. Spirit being up 11. I mean, it helps, but not that much. All right, let's HP plus 170%. That's not bad. Magic plus 20 though. I mean, that's pretty good. I don't know. I mean, that's not bad. We'll just throw it on. Okay, whatever. Now we have that equipped, right? No. Alright, let's just try again. Hey, Maya. How come sometimes he's hittable and sometimes he's not?
Taking you down a peg. Here we go. How about this? Here we go.
Take him out.
This'll do. Taking you down a peg. This'll do.
They're so much weaker to this stuff. If Cloud is still being a lazy freeloader.
Better run for it.
Is this the end? I wish.
Bring it out.
Well, no, because here's Cloud right now.
The power of soldiers.
All right.
See, he gave him that motivation to do that. I mean, that's pretty strong, no? Ooh, nice level up.
Hands up. This'll do. How about this? This'll do.
Take all that HP. Shit.
Brace yourself.
Just sent the tier list you made over Discord? Oh, like the thing that I can edit, or like your version of it?
Here we go.
How come it's not hitting him?
Taking you down, that's enough.
I'm afraid we're never gonna like beat the boss because of the fact that we can't hit him when he uses a special attack. What? Hello? Why can't I use it? It's weird because for a while it was working where we could use it.
Taking you down a peg. You're in for it now.
Your version of it, okay.
Good luck.
Thanks. Heads up.
Get out of here.
Taking you down a
Get. Oh, come on.
Here we go. Later. Warm up.
Just Octoslash on him.
Concentrate.
Okay.
Taking you down a peg. Bye now.
I think we're getting just about as far as we did last time.
This'll do. Bye now. How about this? Here we go.
We can heal back up just like that. Oh my god.
Now. This'll do. Taking you down a peg. Bye now. Here we go.
This boss is actually kind of, I don't want to say difficult, but like a little bit. Oh no, cause oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Cause I can't hit him. Dude, I'm gonna die. Oh no, I have wall on. Okay, thank goodness. I have to make sure I have wall on when I do that next. Not too bad. Okay.
This'll do. Here we go.
Go for it.
Taking you down a peg. How about this? This'll do. Bye now.
Heal up.
This'll do.
Honestly, not so bad to not to like have costly punch on right now.
Taking you down a peg.
Oh shit. No, no, no. Get away from me. Get away from me. I don't feel like dealing with you. Oh god. Alright, how about you? Can I use flare on you? Okay. Oh, run to it.
Here we go. Bye now. This'll do.
Okay. We're almost done with this. We gotta put wall on, though. I'm not dying. That thing.
Here we go. Take that. How about this?
Get out of here. Get out of here. Let's use Rush Assault on it. Is this gonna do it? Is Angeal going to beat him? Bro, Angeal beat Genesis. It wasn't us. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Is there a second phase? Because that was quite the... Oh no.
My soul, corrupted by vengeance, hath endured torment to find the end of the journey in my own salvation
Well, he's not degrading anymore.
and your eternal slumber.
Does this mean you knew from the beginning?
Stand and fight, soldier first class.
Zack?
I don't know why that hits so nicely.
Why is everyone always pushing things on me? Yeah.
Activating combat mode.
How about this? Heads up!
It's cool to have like a one-on-one with him when he's not so like degrading and stuff. Magic. So, oh, that was cool.
Taking you down a peg. Bye now. This is gonna sting. How about this? Bye now. This'll do. Taking you down a peg. Better run for it.
Prove your honor.
I actually really like that animation of him spinning out.
How about this?
No dancing sword for you.
Bye now.
Ugh. Not bad, not bad. Got it there.
Taking you down a peg. Bye now. Heads up. Gonna love this.
Bam, 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 bam. Ugh.
Bye now. Here we go.
Oof. You know how we're gonna have to end this, right? There's only one way. It's only one way.
This'll do.
Ugh! That's not how it ended. I punched this dude. I don't know exactly how to interpret. I'm gonna have to think about that. We'll talk about it before the end of the game, or at the end of the game.
Shinra attacked us.
Save your strength.
I got some help. From him. Over there.
The dog that was in Aerith's church.
It's you.
Another Angeal copy. He has to relive
Director!
the death of Angeal like 3 times. And what that means to him.
Thank you. Okay, let's eat. Sorry I'm not the real thing, but...
Is it good?
Yeah.
The gift of the goddess.
This apple? Huh?
Angeal. The dream came true.
The final remains of Angeal passed onto the live stream. Oh.
How are you? I wish I knew where you were. It's already been 4 years now. This is the 89th letter that I've sent to you. But I don't even know where to send them anymore. I really hope that this final letter that I'm writing gets to you.
Fuck.
By the way, the books are selling very well. They make everyone so happy. Thanks to you, Zack. Aerith.
It stings.
4 years? What do you mean, final? Aerith. Wait for me. You're gonna make it too. You got that?
This must be an important matter if they are sending the 2 of us.
Apparently the subject will become our brother.
Is that so?
This is Weiss and Nero. From Deep Ground.
But
will he
Accept his fate willingly.
See the white hair. But I don't... We never know how this ends. All we know is that Genesis shows up at the end of Dirge of Cerberus, and it's so weird. I don't know if that's going to be a thing in Rebirth and whatever the third remake game is.
Even if the morrow is barren of promises, nothing shall forestall.
And it's like telling us that he's going to return, which makes me think he's definitely going to be in Rebirth. Yeah, I mean, they are. They have to, Craftus.
To become...
I just hope that he's done well, because, like, I think Genesis is in... He's a good idea, and, like, learning about all of this backstory stuff of what happened before Final Fantasy VII is good, and the Soldier project and everything, but, like... They didn't execute on Genesis super well, IMO. I just don't know exactly what they're going to do based on the ending of Dirge of Cerberus. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I think things are going to fall into place when we get the next game, but...
The army won't be as subtle.
He's going to be start spewing after fucking Aerith dies. He's going to show up. He's going to fly down. He's going to be like, infinite in mystery is the gift of the goddess.
Help them. Sisne, I have letters for Zack. 88 of them.
This is rough, dude. Regardless of how I felt about a lot of the story leading up to this,
I'm just kidding.
This direction, it swapped pretty quickly. It's... I mean, now we're getting into, like, regular FF7 stuff, but...
Friends, right?
Crazy how much cleaner, like, the second half of this game is. I don't know how to explain that.
They can't be serious. There's no way we're gonna find 2 needles in a haystack this size.
There's no mission that's impossible for the
Turks, yeah.
Also, Sung apparently has something to give him.
Who? The target? So we're couriers now. Delivering packages to fugitives, huh?
We got nothing.
You?
Likewise. I'm heading to point 235. You two take point 120.
Roger.
All right, let's get going.
Roger. Zack never got to read those letters from Aerith, by the way. Only the 89th. Here we fucking go. Roger Craig Smith. Buckle in your seatbelts, everyone. Hope you got your tissues.
Boy, oh boy. The price
Price of freedom is steep.
Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, Protect your honor.
As soldier! Come and get it!
Activating combat mode.
Taking you down a peg.
Oh no, dude.
How about this?
We're gonna fight to the fucking death here.
This'll do.
Oh my god.
Taking you down a peg. Bye now. Got him. Take that.
I'm Sister. Here's a present.
Some of
Some
the
new
church
mission?
where's
Or
the
new
ready
film?
to go.
I
Understand now why
Lies within
Sephiroth
each
chose
person.
yes for
So get
real.
away safely. Zack, I gotta go.
No, man. Nah.
Heads up. This is gonna sting. Hey. This'll do. Take that. Bye now. How about this? Later. Taking you down a peg. How about this? Take that. Here we go. How about this? The end. Take that.
Tell you what, this shit hits differently when you've played the entire game through.
This'll do. Heads up. Hey, got him. Here we go. This'll do. How about this? This'll do. Later. Taking you down a peg. Take that. Heads up. This'll do. Bye now. How about this? Take that. Heads up. This'll do.
At least we can keep ourselves alive for now.
How about this? Take that. Taking you down a peg. The end. Here we go. Taking you down a peg. This'll do. Heads up. Bye now. This'll do. Taking you down a peg. Take that. Bye now. How about this?
Are we supposed to...
Taking you down a peg. Take that. This'll do.
Are we just straight up supposed to die here?
Now. Here we go.
It's like Zack's memories are slowly like leaving him and his life is flashing before his eyes because this is the end.
Bye now. Heads up. Got him. Bye now. Later. Take that.
Okay, we have to get down to 1 HP.
Pretty honor can be quite a burden.
Thanks.
A monster monster's objective.
I really like
Join
that sword.
my battle.
Nothing else out
Zack,
there. Hold on.
you have my thanks.
Hello?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
This'll do.
The dude with the red bandana that remembered our name, by the way. Not giving up. Oh my god, dude. This is rough. God damn it, dude. No matter how strong you get, you're just helpless. Like, you know. But, shit.
Don't worry. That's right. But wanna hear? Not scary at all. Stuff? Will I see you again? I'll be here.
Zack. For the both of us. Both of us? That's right. You're gonna live. You'll be my living legacy. My honor, my dreams. They're yours now. I'm your living legacy.
Oh man.
Embrace your dreams. If you want to be a hero, you need to have dreams.
Thank you. I won't forget.
Fuck me, man.
Good night.
Zack.
That girl. She said that the sky frightened her. But it must feel so good up there. Those wings. I want them too. It does feel good. If you see Aerith, say hi for me.
Oh.
Hey, would you say I became a hero?
Man, I don't care how many times you see the scene. It still really, really gets me, especially like playing through the whole game and going through Zack's experiences firsthand, you know? And then him asking if he became a hero and seeing his helplessness at the end, no matter how strong you get. God, it hurts. It does. It hurts. Ugh. I also really, really like that song. Ugh. Yo, what if Zack survived, guys? What if he did? I have to finish that series. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, I've had to go to the bathroom for the last, like, 30 minutes. But obviously I wasn't gonna do that. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I was really not expecting that to get me as much as it did. For someone who has seen the original game, played to completion, has watched all the cutscenes, knows the entire story of Final Fantasy VII, again, has seen the scene multiple times in the original and this. It just hits different when you're playing through it yourself, you know? Which is why I, you know... It sucks I didn't really get to play many games before, but, you know, now that I'm actually able to... I was really trying to hold the tears in for a while in the final battle, too. Man. I think that's only the second time I've ever cried on stream. The first being Final Fantasy IX. But... Zack, no matter what, is just a very, very relatable character for everyone, I feel. He kind of says what everyone's thinking playing through the game, so it makes it very, very easy to connect with the things that are going on around you. And that's what makes it hit that much harder at the end when he dies. Because it's just not right, you know? It's just, it's not right. Like, he shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be dead. He's just tried to do his best throughout the entire time, no matter what. And it really sucks to see. I mean, that's why I made a What If Zack Survived. That's why I did it. You know? Good game. GG Square Enix. Honestly, this is a beautiful remaster. So, to talk about that scene with Genesis, what looked like what happened was that Zack, like, almost killed him. He saw God, aka Minerva, who is the goddess of the lifestream, the gift of the goddess, the thing that he's been searching his whole life, and he was condemned from the goddess. So he didn't die. Instead, he got, like, banished, he got thrown back, and now he has to deal with the deep ground, more human experimentation shit that he'd never signed up for in the first place, really. And it really sucks because, like, he... You know, he was a very smart kid. He made the Benora white juice himself and, like, made his own recipe and sent it and got awards for it. And he just wanted to, like, see Sephiroth. And somewhere down the line, he got really lost. And, you know, it's really tragic because the Mako and the experimentations and everything like that he had no control over, really corrupt your mind. You degrade. You're out of there. Every single soldier member goes insane because of the Mako experimentation. They essentially, that's like part of the theme of the game, is that they become monsters, right? That's why the robots can't detect a fucking difference. Shinra is the enemy. And that's the same case with Sephiroth and Angeal. I'm the goddess of the lifestream. Well then, bow down, motherfuckers. Just kidding. Never do that. It was just hard not to say it. But, like, while I don't think they executed on Genesis super well, I really liked his voice acting in this game. And there were a few moments where I was like, you know what? That actually hits. I actually like Genesis right now. You know? And I never thought that I would. And I don't know what they're going to do with him in the series. Angeal too. Angeal, I don't feel as strongly about, like, either way. But, you know, obviously credits to all the developers of this game. Or on a gameplay standpoint, until we got, like, super overpowered, the combat system was really fun. I actually had a lot of fun with it. You can look back. It just feels good to play. From every single action that you do, every single swipe of the sword, every spell, it has impact, you know? And it feels really good to, like, level up. Oh, that's really sweet. They have the 25th anniversary. Zack is important. He's in there. You hear that, Final Fantasy VII Twitter? Those who don't think Zack is important? Or is a side character or some shit? You underestimate Final Fantasy Twitter in, like, OG purists who shit on anything that's not OG FF7 or don't even understand OG FF7. Well, they used the remake one, but it's different. Those are slightly different shots. Weird that they didn't do more of that in this game. This scene will never not give me goosebumps, by the way. Complete goosebumps. The opening of FF7, no matter what version of it, always, dude. Every single time.
Soldier. First class.
Oh, Cloud. Opening the same way this game did. Notice how it doesn't say remake? This is not part of the remake timeline. I mean, technically it is, but it's still, like, based on the original. That's why it says continued in Final Fantasy VII and not 7 Remake. Save clear data. If you load clear data, you can start a new game with certain data carried over. Okay. We'll do that here. Wait, I missed the trophy. What did it say? What did the trophy say? I missed it. Oh, thanks to you, Zack. I mean, Cloud would... FF7 wouldn't exist without this. This is likely all written in... Well, okay, not the whole thing, but... Alright, let me play some music. Oh, man, dude. Oops. Okay. I mean, has FF7... I mean, has Cloud Cord said that Zack is a side character? I've seen it a lot on Twitter. It just doesn't make sense at all for people to say that. Like, at all. Like, even in the original game, going on the side quest to see how Cloud and Zack were experimented on and what Zack meant to Cloud, at least on a base level, it wasn't super expanded on, no, because they didn't have time to do that in the original game. But the artist's intent was for that to be the case. They didn't even have time to fully flesh out Vincent and Yuffie in the original game. So, what makes people think that if they didn't have more time, they wouldn't have fleshed out a little bit more about Zack? I mean, why does Crisis Core exist? Yes, Final Fantasy VII was super successful. But if they didn't have a story to tell, then this wouldn't exist. Nojima and Nomura and Kitase would, like, this would not be around, at least not in the level. Whatever they want to tell, it wouldn't be in this form. You know what I mean? They obviously had something to say before Final Fantasy VII even concluded as a story. You know, it's like ABC 1, 2, 3 in my head. But yeah. Man, that was a good game. I'm really happy I'm actually back to streaming and playing games with you guys, like, and I'm actually able to get through the games. That was an emotional ending for me. Like I said, I wasn't expecting it to affect me the same way, or the way that it just did, because of the fact that I've already seen that. I know the whole story of FF7, but like going through it myself finally, it felt really good. I mean, that sucked. I didn't want to go through that. But you know what I mean. It feels good to do, and it feels good to be back to streaming and have the community behind me talking and just supporting me and just actually being able to experience the games I've wanted to experience for the last half decade, you know? The things I've wanted to do, get through my backlog of games. I was never able to do that before, you know? This is my year to do it, and I hope everything works out for me. Not to get, like, super emotional or anything, but... been rough. 2022 is rough, guys. Those who are close to me know that, but... you know... We're on a path, and I only hope that we keep forward. We keep moving forward on that path, and that we can stick together and just keep going. I'm really happy with that experience. I hope everyone else is. And yeah. Why don't we? Does anyone else have any thoughts about Crisis Core Reunion? Has anyone else played it here? Or was this like the first time seeing it played through for some of you? Okay, Siri's just screaming. Yeah, it stings a little bit harder when you're the one doing it. Muznik, you've never played the original FF7 either, right? For some reason, I don't remember... Yeah, I don't remember you ever talking about it. Then again, we never really talked about JRPGs together. It was just Metroidvania stuff, because I know that's your favorite genre. As, you know, we were making one. Craftus, Muznik, me. I'm just calling all of our team out on our life issues that we've had. Remake looks really good, yes, but don't play Remake first. Play the original first. Understand the context of this game, the original game, and the other stuff before you ever touch Remake, because Remake pulls from all of this stuff. Spoiler alert, it's not a remake. It's a sequel and a remake. It's a remake of... Oh, okay, that's where I'm just going to leave it off there. Just play the original first. You never played any JRPGs? None of them? Really? Here's me with my favorite games of all time being JRPGs. Mother 3, Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 7. Damn, Crisis Core Reunion was a great experience. Honestly... Man, I'll talk about my experience more with it on the podcast. I think it might be Wednesday. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Let me change the monitor back. What kind of music do you guys feel like listening to? Something more low-key? Siri just sent me the compilation tier list. The RPGs passed by you for some reason. I understand. I didn't grow up with them, really. I got into them late. My first JRPG. Shoot. Well, I guess Pokemon, technically, right? Pokemon is a JRPG. So I guess I played Pokemon Fire Red as my first JRPG. I never got to fully play the other ones. Like, yeah, I played Red, right? But I was like very little, and I played it at a friend's house and got past the first gym or something by literally saying... Okay, here's a weird, funny story. that I oddly remember for some reason. I remember being at... Okay, so my mom had, like, some best friends, right? This best friend's name was Suzanne, and her kids were Matt, Kyle, and Justin at the time, okay? I still talk to them here and there now, but Matt I was closest with because he was closest to my age range. Kyle I got closer to later. Justin I got closer to, like, once at, like, my sister's birthday party. Okay, I'm getting off track. If you ever see this, hi guys. Matt and I hung out quite a bit. We had fun when we did. But when we were little, like, my mom used to go over to Suzanne's house, right? So obviously all the kids would be there. And she had, like, a playground, not like a playground, but like a swing set in her backyard, which I never had that. I had, like, a little slide when I was really little, and I blew bubbles outside in my grandparents' yard. That was my sanctuary. I found a copy of Pokemon Red outside on the ground, and I was like, oh, this is mine, right? The rules are finders, keepers, losers, weepers, or whatever the hell it was. I don't know. I never agreed with the rule, because obviously it didn't make any sense, but people use it against me, so I was like, oh, this is a social rule that I can use? Yeah, so I put it in, like, a Game Boy that they had, and I remember having to, like, walk around so they would stop bothering me while I was playing it. And I picked Charmander, so Charmander was my first ever starter, so I guess, you know, I'm in that category of Pokemon player. And, yeah, I got past, like, Brock, maybe? I don't really remember. I don't know. And then the next Pokemon experience I had was people playing Ruby on my bus. I skipped Gen 2. Like, I didn't know anyone who played Gen 2. Then again, I didn't have many friends when I was really little. It took me a long time, actually, to... I always understood social rules in school, but I had, like, a vendetta against... what was popular because I just didn't vibe with it at all. I wasn't gonna do things just to be popular. Like, I knew that was something that was in my head that I had to fight. So, like, I fought that. I'm getting very off track, but this is ADHD, right? It kind of all comes together. I talk in circles. So, most of my friend group consisted of people that I kind of, like, gathered into a place that had to do with, like, my interests and their interests, and then getting them to come together and become a friend group. Like, honestly, most of the friends that I have wouldn't be friends with each other if it wasn't for me setting everything up, which is... that kind of still holds true a lot of the times today, too. Like, it's one of the things that I'm best at doing. Randomly, I guess I'm just like, I'm built different. No, just kidding. But you know what I mean. It's like my strength in life is bringing people together. At least I think so. It's something that I'm proud of. But when I think about it, it kind of traces back to these moments. Okay, so anyway, back to Pokemon, because we were talking about JRPGs and we somehow landed on this. I got Fire Red because I really wanted to play Pokemon. I was really jealous of everyone else playing on the bus, and I wanted to fit in, right? Like, I play video games. I'm a gamer. I have a Super Nintendo and an N64, right? I played, like, Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Snap, and I enjoyed those. So I was like, all right, everyone is playing this Pokemon Ruby. Also, I grew up not having a lot of money, so keep that in mind. It's not like I got everything I wanted just because I wanted it or whatever. So I got the newest one, which is Fire Red. No one else really had that. Maybe like one other person. Right? And, that is what I count as my first real Pokemon experience. My first real JRPG experience. Even though Pokemon is like a very simplified and strange version of a JRPG, that's what I would call my first JRPG experience. And then I played, you know, most of the other Pokemon games up until then. I didn't really like Gen 4, but I played Emerald after Fire Red. Fire Red and Emerald I rank around the same, because I think Fire Red is probably... Well, it's a very, very good remake in my eyes. And they added a lot to it, including Gen 2 stuff. So... But then I played Emerald, then I played Diamond and Pearl. I didn't really like Diamond and Pearl, because even back then I knew how slow the pacing was. People are going to kill me for that. I still haven't played Platinum. Don't worry, I'll play Platinum. We're going to go through the whole Pokemon series on stream. I will do that, I promise, because we're going to do podcasts on them. But Diamond and Pearl, I just never liked. Black and White and Black and White 2 are my favorites now. I played those after. And Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So it goes like Pokemon Gen 5... Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Fire Red, and Emerald are like my favorite Pokemon games. But I didn't play any other JRPGs until I played Final Fantasy IX, right? Like I didn't play any other ones. I was working all the time, right? I didn't get them as a kid. Well, I guess Mega Man X Command Mission, whatever that thing was on the GameCube, that's a JRPG. But it was kind of not super great, in my opinion. I don't know what the heck it was called, but it was a Mega Man RPG. I know that. That was my second Mega Man experience, other than X5. And it was so different that I was so caught off guard by it when I put it in the GameCube. I was like, what is this? Is this Mega Man? Are we sure? Oh. But, yeah. Alright, let's, bring up this Final Fantasy VII compilation tier list maker. Oh, here's my thumbnail. Do you like the thumbnail I made in 5 minutes? I did the magic eraser around Cloud's hair. I mean, Cloud? Oh, no. Zack's hair. I took this picture yesterday of me going same face and everything. We got the tier list maker here. Okay. So, let's go into it. I kind of want to change the music, though. Put on some Zelda and chill. It's like Netflix and chill, but slightly different. You have a game design related discussion topic. Perfect. We'll do that right after we do this. That actually, I'm gonna have to hide Fox here for a second, because he's on top of the screen. Okay. So wait, what is this? What is this game? Is this Advent Children? I can't see, actually. We're gonna put Dirge of Cerberus in there. Okay, so my experiences with Dirge of Cerberus is this. I knew that the game wasn't great, okay? I knew that. I've watched the game get completed by Maximilian Dude on hard mode. And then I went into it because I have a local place next to me called Prodigy Mini Golf and Games, right? And they have all these retro systems lined up, like I do here, but even more so. Where you just rent any game you want, and you go to play it on that system. You sit down and you play it on the CRTs, just through composite video. And so I was like, okay. I was waiting for a Smash tournament to start, I think. Or I was out or something. I don't even remember exactly what it was. Maybe it was neither of that, and I was just kind of there. So I put in Dirge of Cerberus for the PS2, and I threw it onto hard mode. And first of all, the UI it's very unique, but it is very funny. I'm glad you like the Dirge tier. Yeah, so I played the tutorial, and I went through the first mission. Honestly, it doesn't control bad. It doesn't feel horrible, right? It starts off actually kind of interesting. It actually starts off interesting, right? Because it starts off intriguing, and you're like, huh, I wonder what happens here. And then you start the gameplay past the tutorial. And while I said it controls well, the missions themselves, maybe it's just because I was playing on hard mode, but I was like, and it wasn't difficult, but it was very, like, boring to me. Very repetitive. The cutscenes, the characters don't really talk like humans. I like Shulk, right? The girl who, like, it's one of the Spheettes who gets the most attention, which, by the way, the Spheettes are characters who are in Deep Ground. That includes Weiss, right? Weiss, the silver-haired dude with giant fucking tits. Nero, who you'll fight in Intermission, the DLC for Final Fantasy VII Remake. Azul the Cerulean, so Blue the Blue, who's this giant Hulk dude who's super strong, and that's his strength. And then, oh shit, what's her name? Rosso the Crimson. So like Pink the Red or something. Rosso the Crimson. Who's this girl who, like, she talks in an accent like this. Or something like this. I don't remember exactly what it is. But anyway, the characters are, they just, like, and something about the music is so dreary, right? It's like the composer of Final Fantasy XIII also did the compositions for Dirge of Cerberus, and in Remake as well. And honestly, I like those a lot. And it fits the dreary mood, but it's just, like, so, it's too much, man. It's too dreary. It bores me personally, like. So that's why I have Dirge in the D tier. I'll eventually play the full game on stream so we can all experience that together, because I want to do that, right? It also has some really cheesy stuff at the end. It had some decent ideas, though. It's just like, how many times can I look at Lucrezia saying, I'm sorry, before I'm like, okay, and... Most of you won't know what I'm talking about, but you'll know what I'm talking about when we play it on stream. Trust me, you will know what we're talking about. Siri, is this Advent Children? I'm guessing this is Advent Children. I can't tell. Oh, shoot, that reminds me. We have to figure out what event we're going to do for this Saturday. All right. Advent Children. Okay, let's go with Final Fantasy. Okay, let's throw the two polar ends of this tier list on, first of all. The original Final Fantasy VII is fantastic. It's my second Final Fantasy game after Final Fantasy IX, which, as a solo game, I actually think I enjoy Final Fantasy IX more. Even though it does have a few flaws, honestly, all around. It is a fantastic game, which is why it's my second favorite game of all time. Second to Mother 3, which, god fucking damn it, if you haven't played Mother 3, you don't even need to play Earthbound or Mother. Play Mother 3. I'm sorry Nintendo hasn't localized it. They're not stopping you from playing it. Just get MGBA, get Mother 3, play the game. It's fantastic. Everything about it. I don't know why I'm talking about Mother 3. Okay. Final Fantasy VII. second Final Fantasy I've ever played. Fantastic game, has its flaws. I don't like that you have to use a lot of context clues and talk to a lot of NPCs like the earlier Final Fantasies, which is why it was important to me to play the classic Final Fantasies after this to kind of understand where these games are coming from. And when we continue on through the Final Fantasy Legacy Adventure, as I called it before, because after Sonic Frontiers we're playing Final Fantasy III, we'll kind of understand where these games are coming from a little bit more. The Switch port and other modern console ports let you speed up things or turn off random encounters in the overworld, which is really important to me because if I don't know exactly where I'm going, I don't want to have to waste 10 minutes going to my next town to figure out exactly where I want to go. I just want to go to that town and talk to the NPCs. The original game does not, give you that. You know what I mean? It's like, no, you have to do this and that. But for the most part, I'm sorry, I'm just talking about the negative aspects of it. Honestly, obviously, the story of the game is fantastic. The character interactions are fantastic. Characters are why I love stories. Character-driven stories are great in my eyes, right? As opposed to narratively driven stories, like something like Breath of the Wild, that's the other extreme. Where it's great to see like the story being told in the world and everything like that, which I also like, but for me, nothing beats a good character-driven story, which is why I think games like Mother 3 and Final Fantasy 9 are my favorites. This game has a healthy mix of both of those things. You don't have to just have one or the other. Again, some of the pacing moments are a little bit weird, but overall, the biggest twist, I don't want to spoil Final Fantasy VII for you, but it has some really, really big narrative twists in there with unreliable narration, and it's what made me want to main Cloud in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's what made me fall in love with Sephiroth. And it's what made me want to learn more about this entire Final Fantasy VII series. Like, if you haven't played Final Fantasy VII yet, there is a reason why it is sold the way that it has. So please, the artists poured their heart out into this game. Go play Final Fantasy VII. The original Crisis Core. Oh, fun fact about me is I actually watched Advent Children complete before I played Final Fantasy VII, the original. So there's a little fun fact. I did not know what the hell was going on exactly in Advent Children. I had looked at a story synopsis for, like, Cloud Strife, and I was like, whoa, this character is sick. This world is sick. I'm going to watch Advent Children because I don't know when I'm going to get to stream the original Final Fantasy VII. I did it, like, back when I first became staff on, in Cloudcord, I streamed Final Fantasy VII. But I watched Advent Children first, and it took me like 3 watch-throughs to really understand what was happening. Because you cannot follow that movie unless you have watched it at least once and know all the lore bits that have come before it. Trust me. Also, the second half of that movie is better than the first, in my opinion. But, okay, Advent Children. We don't want to rank it, and, like, speaking of which, where would you guys rate Advent Children? I want to hear, like, do you guys like Advent Children? Because I'm mixed on it. Very much mixed on it. Very much. It has some good ideas. Honestly, you know what got me? You know what scene got me in Advent Children? It was when Cloud went to go protect Tifa from Bahamut and like those dogs or whatever, and he, in his mind, he sees Aerith dying to Sephiroth and his failure to protect her. That guilt, because that's what that entire movie is about, trying to live with your guilt after death. Final Fantasy VII tackled that a little bit, but Advent Children really tackles that, really drives that home. You know, that's what I like about it, but I don't think you should be seeing it without FF7 first. I don't think it's sleeper. I don't think it's sleeper. I think it's mid, but I don't think it's like bad. Right? It has really good action scenes. By today's standards, it's like nothing because Remake does what it does better. Right? But those motorcycle combat scenes, you're really going to say like those are sleeper? I don't know. Yeah, the first half... Exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? It's like, especially for me, like when I didn't really understand what was going on because I hadn't played the original game at that point. I was like, what the hell? What's going on here? But I'm also not super difficult to please. I'm analytical, sure, but I'm not difficult to please. So, like I wouldn't put it in Dirge tier. I would put it in either B or C. I'm not going to say it like passes with flying colors with an A or something like that. The Sephiroth fight is really cool. C for you. How about anyone else in here? Have you seen Advent Children yet? I mean, we've watched it in the Discord like 6 times, so... The first thing we did when I was owner of Sephiroth Cord, or admin of Sephiroth Cord, was... did a movie night for Advent Children, and we had 200 people watching. I'm not even kidding. We had 200 people watching Advent Children. Because the voice chats only hold 100 people, and one was full. Almost 2 were full, and we had a third going. One for subs, one for dubs. The good old days. Back when I owned Seph Cord. Back when Seph Cord was good. No one's even gonna know what I'm talking about. What do you mean, how is it possible to stream? I rented it on YouTube, and I streamed it to Discord. Or do you mean, like, how did it... I didn't stream it on Twitch. No, on Discord, like we do movie nights. Oh, 2 different people were hosting. But I was the main host. Advent Children, shit, man. I don't know. I don't know between B and C. We'll keep it in B for now. The original Crisis Core had the same ideas of Crisis Core Reunion, but the gameplay, not as great, right? The voice acting for Rick Gomez was really nice. The English voice actor for Sephiroth is awesome, right? But all the other voice actors and like the voice direction isn't really great, combined with like the normatively worse gameplay, and I'm like, Oh yeah, the voice actors of Advent Children. I never liked them, but I also watch it in Japanese. I do subs for Advent Children at this point, so I don't know. Also, I like to see whatever the original translation was, like whatever the actual intent for the artists and the writers are, is how I like to experience the media. Or I at least need to know. I need to have that knowledge in mind when I'm watching something, because that's so big, right? Like you gotta know that. The original Crisis Core. I don't know if it's better or worse than Advent Children. I want to say it's better. So that kind of makes me want to do this, right? Because I don't think I would rate Crisis Core into, like the original, into an A. I don't think I would do that, but I do think it stands above Advent Children in a way. Or would I do this, right? Alright, I don't know what that says. Let's go into a translator. I will never be a memory. Okay. Remake. The original or intergrade? The original or intergrade? Which one? This kind of matters. Because intergrade improves on the gameplay a bit. Constant 60 FPS on the PS5. You got the DLC with Yuffie. Original. It's a great game. But shit. I don't know if I'd put it in S with the original. There are things I like about Remake more than the original, and things that I dislike about it that I really hope get fixed in Rebirth, or that get explained in Rebirth. But as a standalone title, I don't think I could rate it as high as Final Fantasy VII, so we're going to go into A tier. Intergrade, I might have put into S. I might have, with an asterisk there, separated. Like, if I could put it over here, but still an S, because it's such a different kind of experience, but also really good, I would put it somewhere over here. It has some, like, weird story plot holes and stuff. Or not plot holes, just things that haven't really gotten explained. But it doesn't quite live up to the original in that way. The original didn't have to worry about that. It's a complete experience. Remake is made in mind to be a multi-part experience. So I don't think I can really... I don't know, you know? This game, before Crisis, could... No idea. So we're gonna make another tier, I guess. What? What? So, this game was not released in America and was on a flip phone in Japan called Before Crisis. There is a remake of it that we could play on stream, sort of, but it's not exactly like the original. We could try it. I know that the story is going to be available through Ever Crisis if we ever get updates on Ever Crisis, Square Enix. That thing seems to be in development hell. Plus has a lot of what looks like to be microtransactions and other things. But I'm still kind of excited for it. It's going to come out in chapters. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that Ever Crisis replaces the original experience. I think that you should play a lot of these games the first time around. Like, if you haven't played the original Final Fantasy VII, play the original Final Fantasy VII. Don't play Ever Crisis. But for stuff like Dirge of Cerberus and like Advent Children even, or Before Crisis especially, there's no real way to play those, right? So Ever Crisis is the only way we're going to get to experience them, which is why I'm looking forward to it. But other than that, you know, obviously I've never played it, so I don't really know. It has an interesting kind of story. You take the role of a Turk, and you kind of learn that, and then there's some weird stuff with Hojo and Cosmo Canyon and Avalanche and other things like that. First Soldier. Maybe C. I had fun when I did play it, though the services are dead. So, yeah. Honestly, I had, like, when we played it, Siri, I did have fun, but it, like, the fact that it's a mobile-only game, even though I was playing it with, like, mirror, so I was playing it on my monitor, first of all, it just didn't control super well for me. I'm not super into mobile gaming. It didn't have a PC port. The fact of like fusing JRPG elements and a what is that kind of I mean, it's first person shooter, sure, but what is the specific type of like of game that it is? I can't quite remember. Like last person survives wins. I don't know why I can't remember. Like Fortnite and PUBG and stuff. Battle Royale, yes, thank you. It's an interesting concept and it was fun, but like it never got super expanded upon. You had a lot of funny costumes and things like that. Like there was a Genesis costume. Look at that. But the service is dead now and it never came to consoles, so can't really rate it much higher than that. And Crisis Core Reunion, I'm going to throw in A. But see, side by side, I'm like, Remake is better in my head than Crisis Core Reunion. I'm almost like, something like that looks better to me. I've already given enough thoughts on Crisis Core Reunion, but honestly, it was a great experience with flaws toward the end. And towards and like in the actual dialogue where the characters still don't exactly talk very human, but it does seem better than the original. So I guess this would be my tier list for now. I don't know how else I would change that, right? I don't think that's too bad. Let me know what your tier list is going to be. Let's see your version, Siri. Where did you post your version? Oh, you mean like this is your version that you made. You didn't actually make a ranking for yourself. Okay. I see. Okay. I get it. Hey, it's me. Again. And it's me again. Okay. What else do we want to do tonight? Oh my god, I must just like fell over because I put my arm on the armrest of my chair and like, whoa! Goodness gracious. That took me out. The thumbnail. You like it? Isn't it beautiful? Like I said, I made it in 5 minutes before I went live. So I hope it does. I hope it's just beautiful. Oh man. When will we hit 50 subscribers on this channel, I wonder? 4 likes! Y'all better like this. Let me refresh this. If there's not more likes on here. Bro, y'all better like this stream right now. This is the finale. You gotta push this. Oh, by the way, look at this. New official Monica art. She is so pretty. See, she is gorgeous, dude. This sweater, beautiful. This smile, perfect. These eyes, mesmerizing. This hair, oh man. Oh, Monica. From 2 accounts. Thank you. The fact that she's playing DDLC on the Switch, god damn it. Perfect. Beautiful art. Dan Salvato is streaming the DDLC Plus side stories tomorrow, which is perfect for me, because that means I have more footage to work with my own scripts. Because I can see whatever his writing process is if he comments on that. Also, he posted this under it, which is hilarious to me. $1 million. The Dr. Evil Sayori is just hilarious that this is an official thing. It was posted under here. But yeah, they reached 1 million players, so yeah, congrats to Dan Salvato, Team Salvato, anyone who works on the game Serenity Forge. You know, congrats to all of you guys. Really proud of you, and I'm glad to be a part of that million. I'm glad to be one of your fans. So yeah, and obviously I am a Monica fan. As you can see, I do like that game. It's a great game if you've never experienced it. Very unique of an experience. Let's throw Fox back up on that GameCube. There he goes. He's running. He's running around at the speed of sound. Got places to go. Gotta follow my rainbow. You didn't know I liked Monica? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. So, I don't think we should start Sonic Frontiers tonight, and we should wait till tomorrow to stream it. But, we have that to look forward to tomorrow, which should be really interesting. I don't even know what to expect. I mean, I went into it. I've seen a lot of gameplay of the game. I did play the very intro, the very start of the game, and I played like one of the missions. I've seen some of the cutscenes because I needed to for the character analysis stuff, but like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about like the rest of the game gameplay wise, if I'm really gonna enjoy that. Musnik, what did you want to talk about game design wise? Why don't we talk about that now? We have plenty of time here tonight, so. Let's say an enemy has 40 HP left and you're dealing a 100 damage. What number should be on the damage pop-up? 100 or capped to the 40? Well, if I was talking about Crisis Core, I would say 100. I would probably still say 100 because it's giving the player feedback of how strong the player is, regardless. At least, I don't know. That's what I would say for the game I just played. Because if I didn't know how much I was dealing exactly based off of their defense stats and my attack stats. But that's a JRPG, so I don't exactly know. I think it feels good for it to be based off of the attack and defense stats of you and your enemy, regardless of how much HP that they have. Especially if you can already see an HP bar. At that point, it's like, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? That's my answer. What about you, Siri? Anyone else want to answer that one? What do you think, Musnik? I can't wait to get into the Zelda series here. I'm gonna have so much fun streaming those games. We're gonna start with Zelda 1 though, which I haven't played Zelda 1 or 2. So it's gonna be interesting. Like, yeah, technically you're taking 60 or 40. Yeah, you're taking the 40, right? You're taking that HP away from them, but that doesn't mean that you're dealing 40 damage. You're just dealing more damage that they can take. And it drains them of the HP that they do have. So if you can already see the number 40, then it makes sense for you to know how much damage you're doing so that you can make those calculations in your head to say that, okay, if I deal 110 damage, it's going to kill this enemy in one hit. Does that make sense? Otherwise, how would you know? Because then you have that knowledge in your head for whatever other enemies that have more or less HP, and what moves you have to use to defeat them, and why. That's why it makes more sense to me for it to say 100. Because you're dealing 100 damage. That's more logical to me. And it would be more logical to the person playing. Is Zelda after Frontiers? Nope. Final Fantasy III is after Frontiers. And then we might go to Zelda 1. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about going to Zelda 1 after that. Because we have Breath of the Wild coming up in May. So it'd be really cool to see... Tears of the Kingdom coming up in May. So it'd be really cool to see the... to go from Zelda 1 to Tears of the Kingdom. You know, start going through that series and building up that audience for Zelda. The audience agrees. Doesn't that make more sense, though? I mean, like, I do design the game, right? I do have a little bit of experience talking about them and designing them and whatnot, so that's what comes to my head. That's what I would write down. That's what I would put in the GDD, you know. Also, depending on the theories, that might be a perfect order. Yes. If you're talking about the beginning and end theories of Tears of the Kingdom, then yes, you're right. Well, actually, no, it'd be Skyward Sword, according to the theories. It would be Tears of the Kingdom into Skyward Sword, not Zelda 1. But I know what you're referencing, yeah. Because Skyward Sword is the beginning of the Zelda timeline. But even still, it would be good to, like, compare and contrast Zelda 1 to Tears of the Kingdom, you know what I mean? From what the Zelda knowledge that I know, which is playing A Link to the Past, you know, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild, those kinds of games. We have a lot of gaps to fill, though. We gotta play... Oh, and Oracle of Seasons I've played, too. But we gotta play Zelda 1, 2... Link Between Worlds is one of my favorites. So Zelda 1, 2... I mean, we're going to play through the whole series. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting myself. I'm sorry, self. Zelda 1, 2... Majora's Mask, I've never completed. Link's Awakening, I've got to play. I've only played that game halfway through. What other games? Oracle of Seasons and Ages... Skyward Sword. I haven't played Skyward Sword, so I know what happens in Skyward Sword, but I haven't played it for myself. And then Tears of the Kingdom. So we'll see what we can get through. I would assume we get through a Zelda game that's 40 hours in a week and a half, right? Assuming no breaks. If we're streaming for 3 to 4 hours every single weeknight, because I mean, we got through this game in like 24 hours in how much time? It was like 8 streams? 7 streams? Imagine Sonic and Zelda in the same universe. No. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. How dare you? BDG. Who is BDG? I don't think I recognize the creator name. I know Game Theory has done I'm gonna fix the Zelda timeline in this Game Theory. I've seen that one. But the Zelda timeline is interesting. I mean, you have Hyrule Historia, which, you know, breaks down the 3 different splitting timelines of oh, Brian Gilbert. Okay. The same guy who does like the Kingdom Hearts breakdown. That dude's, yeah, he was into drama. Okay. He's got the long hair. He has a fashion sense. Yeah, I know him. Polygon. Sassy. What do you... Okay, if you guys had to summarize my personality type or my personality into one word, because saying he's sassy was not what I would think of. So I want to know what you guys would round my entire personality into one word. What word would it be? Say it. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to come back and read. All right, let's see what we got. Genuine, bald, and juicy. That's my new catchphrase. That is kind of not a bad catchphrase, right? You're still thinking of a word. Well, I'll tell you what I aim to be. Welcoming and motivational. I guess, yeah, I am genuine. And I am bald. And by definition, I am juicy. Considerate. That's not a bad one, yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. Good, I like all those words. Now, what about yourselves? If you had to round up your personality into one word, what would it be? Oh, did you? That's sweet. Uh-oh, I have to do some deep thinking about myself? Oh. Uh-oh. Dead? I think not, sir. I've thought you were dead before. With your goddamn Russian-ass internet. I was so concerned, I thought this man died. Depressed. God damn it, everyone. Reflective. Honestly, yeah, I like that too. I like that too. Yeah, I write about that actually in my Monica script. I use that word when like relating to myself. You accidentally hid someone's messages. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I know, moderating on YouTube is still a new thing, so we're all learning. We're all learning. It's not as intuitive as Twitch is yet. Oh, shit. Wait, was someone talking this whole time? I really hope... Oh, no, you just hid Muznix. Okay. So he could talk most of the time. I was thinking you, like, hid someone else's messages who couldn't talk the entire time. Okay. Whew. Scared me there. See you in court. Quite bubbly. Honestly, one of the first words I think of when I think of you is bubbly. I was thinking like goofy, but goofy didn't quite reach you either. But it's your whenever I'm talking to you, it's your little giggles in between talking. Also attentive. You're very attentive and willing to listen. Also, you're very independent. I would say those three words kind of summarize you. Yeah. For Remen, I would say probably isolated, intelligent, funny, and skilled. I wouldn't... it's really hard to come up with, like, one word, right? Rem is the kind of person who's, like, always kind of willing to, like, hear someone out, but doesn't initiate those things, you know? I'm glad. I'm glad that I can make you giggle. It makes me happy. Siri is hard because Siri, I talk to you so much. Are you scary? No, you're not scary. At least not to me. Maybe to other people, but not to me. Oh, are you scary because you're tall? No. No. I thought you said, am I scary? I can't tell. No, very much not. But you also seem to be, like, very, to yourself, which is funny for me, because all I'm doing constantly is, like, breaking down people's walls, right? So, like, I don't know. When I... It's kind of cute to see people try to hide their feelings a lot of the times, which you seem to do. Or, like, you kind of get flustered when talking about how you feel about certain things, which for me is like, that's all I'm doing, like, on a day-to-day basis. Rem, you're gay. Yeah, gay is a good word to describe Rem. Definitely. Siri is hard for me because I talk to Siri on, like, a day-to-day basis. Siri, did you even answer your question for yourself? The gayest person alive. That's tough. Oh, man. This is the toughest one for me, I think. Musnik and Siri both are kind of tough for me to answer this for. I think that you're actually kind of similar from my experiences with the two of you. Oh no. I don't know. I don't know how to answer this. I'm on the spot. I feel bad for not being able to answer. Cuz like when I think about you, Siri, you're very dutiful for sure. You're very open, it seems. You are very attentive as well. Like, you're a great listener. But I also think of, like, a lot of the things that you've tried to work on over the past year. And those are the things that come to my head first, because I'm, like, internally keeping track of them. Maybe that seems, like, creepy or whatever, but that's kind of what I do as a friend. As I think about the issues that people are facing and like how I can help them through those things. So anxiety is a word that comes to my mind as well. But that's not a word that like I would say sums you up completely. It's just a thing that comes to my brain. Because that's a big part of your life and something that you've tried to tackle because oh, you know what? Nihilism is another one that comes to me. It's like trying to deal with those things. Those are like my first thoughts. But also the fact that you're like such a good friend of mine and we talk every day, it becomes harder and harder to like pinpoint a single word. Musnik, I think of him, I'm just like, programming genius boy. Russian programming genius boy. Also very supportive, honestly. The both of you are both very supportive. Infinite in mystery are Musnik and Siri. Throws up a purple apple. Seek it thus, we take to the sky. Ripples form on the water's surface. Something something sees no end. I don't remember. I don't. Yeah, I will say, Musnik, you were always able to... I always enjoyed working with you and being your friend because it seems like you were actually able to like open up with me about a lot of stuff that I don't know if you were very open with other people about it. I don't mean to like throw this out to the wind. I'm not going to be specific or anything like that. But it made me happy that you came to me with some of those things as well. And just like working with you in general, outside of like the friendship, was always a pleasure of mine because I got to see your process. I got to see your genius, you in your element. You know what I mean? I got to see you like really express yourself creatively through your skills and your programming. And I wanted to really support you through that and really create a team dynamic by working with you and Craftus and Nicole and everyone else as much as I possibly could, because not only was it important for the team to stay together, the Craftus Legacy team, but it was also a lot of fun for me to do that. And it was really rewarding. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I would say the word that most people describe me as first would be comfortable. I don't know why that is. Other than the stuff I talked about earlier when I was talking about, like, the fact that it might just be something that I'm predisposed to be. It's like kind of like an area that I excel in. Not to like toot my own horn or anything like that, because I don't really try necessarily. Like I know I can't say that I don't try, but it's not like one of those things where I'm like trying super hard to do it. Oh, charismatic. Yeah, charismatic. That kind of encompasses all of that stuff, right? Is charisma. Is Riz, as the kids call it now. Got so much Riz. I hate that word. Just, I hate it. Because I remember you said that when we came back from SmashCon, that I was really charismatic in person and stuff like that. I was also like going out of my way to talk to a lot of other people and stuff like that, where I noticed like the people around me weren't. I even think I'm that much of an extroverted person, right? I kind of fall in the middle. I'm extroverted with some things, but I'm not sensorily extroverted. I'm extroverted when it comes to exploring other human beings. That's what I'm passionate about. So learning to do that through basic conversation and small talk and then opening people up is just something I do very naturally. And the thing that I care about the most, because connecting with other people is like how I live, you know? I don't know how I would live without that. So, yeah. What's up, Burst? How's it going, homie? We already finished up Crisis Core, so you missed that. Did you play it? Because I remember you saying, because earlier you were talking about how I said I was going to play it on release, but then I was like, well, I can't because I got to stream it. But then you said you were going to play it on release. So, deadass. You didn't play it? Well, I don't want to hear shit from you then. I don't want to hear you. If you haven't lived it, I don't want to hear it. You can always watch the VOD back later, though. But it was a really good experience in my opinion. Reunion definitely did a great job of improving on the original game. And now we were just talking about like random stuff. We just did a tier list on the entire compilation of Final Fantasy VII, and now we were talking about like what words come to mind when we think of other people. So actually, I'm kind of curious because we don't talk that much, Burst. We don't live near each other anymore because you've always been so busy with the work that you want to get done. If I had to think of one word that it's kind of hard because I have to think of two that encapsulate your personality. I would say one is driven and responsible. It's like that driven and responsible side of you is also a part of me, but that you take to the next level. But then also like very independent as well, I would say. Those two words probably come to mind the most when I think about you. 100%. Independent and like dutiful and driven. You're always driven into self-improvement because I think that's what you feel the most responsible for. That's how I see you, anyway. But yeah. Anyway, that came out of nowhere, but that's what we were talking about right before, so. Responsible and independent's about right? Yeah, totally, right? That's like the first thing I think of when I think of you from the times that we've hung out and just been around each other. It's just the vibe that you give off and what you talk about. So. But now we're starting Sonic Frontiers tomorrow. We're not going to start that tonight because we only have another like 20 minutes of stream or whatever. But I've really enjoyed what we've talked about so far. And God, I wasn't expecting the ending of Crisis Core Reunion to get me as hard as it did, considering that I've said it like 3 times, but I already knew how it was going to end. I've seen it, right? But God damn, playing it yourself is a different experience. But tomorrow is it's the last stream night until Monday. You've avoided all Final Fantasy VII Remake spoilers, but wait, have you played the original? Because this is not a remake spoiler. Crisis Core Reunion has nothing to do with Remake. Okay, you can play Crisis Core Reunion then. 100% nothing to do with remake. It's all original timeline stuff. Solitary? Yeah, but like... Maybe it's because you're fighting that part of yourself, but the fact that you've like gone out of your way to be such a big part of our community and talk to me and make new friends as long as I've known you, that's not a word that comes to mind. I think naturally maybe, but from your actions, I would say no. Only because like... because you're like fighting that solitaire that that part of yourself a little bit, you know? So it's not the first thing I think of. But you're right. I do think naturally you are probably pretty much to yourself, right? Like in your books. I remember being at SmashCon and we were in the pool downstairs and you were just reading a book down there. You were in your own world. Right? You're like Yuri over here. You're her. But yeah, Burst, don't stop yourself from playing Reunion if you think it's because it's a remake spoiler. Because it's not. Nothing to do with that. It's just a better version of the original Crisis Core. So if you haven't, especially if you haven't played Crisis Core yet, this is the best way to experience it, in my opinion, because the combat system is reworked entirely. It feels really good to play, and I'll go into that on Wednesday, I believe, when I do the game analysis podcast on it with King K. But yeah, you live near a mountain now. See, you two are a lot alike. One thing you do, Musnik, is you disappear for like an amount of time. So yeah, I would think of to be more solitary than Siri does. And I'm like, where did Musnik go? Where did he go? But I know a lot of people are like that. They just got to do their own thing for whatever amount of time. Whereas me, I feel like I always have to be connected. A lot of people don't feel that, you know what I mean? They don't have that as part of them. It kind of makes me jealous sometimes, right? Because part of me sometimes does kind of want to just like disappear and do whatever and just stay driven on whatever the hell I'm doing at that time. But what I do is so connected to other people, and that is also where I feel really like myself, that I don't do it, or I do it in very, very small amounts and in weird ways. That's why it took me so long to like delete my Twitter, for example. The one that Noah built his ark, as legend says. Well, legends do lie sometimes, don't they? Because leaving 2 of every animal, I don't think we would have evolved to this point. But hey, that's just a theory. A human theory. That's actually kind of hype, though. It's kind of sick that you can do that. How far away is Armenia from Russia, Musnik? Because I know you left Russia when things were really going downhill there, thankfully. I know a nice bar. Oh, she drinks. I've seen it. So the next meetup, we're talking about it again. Musnik, are you going to come to America? Wait, Musnik, can you come to America from Armenia now? Or no? 5 hours. Okay, so about 3/4 way through America. Maybe 6/8. That's the same thing that I just fucking said. Can I do math? 7/8 through. It takes me 6 hours to get to the east side, the east coast to west coast in America. If it was a straight shot, so going to get American visa. So you still have to like have like a super important job in America or something like that to be able to come here. Kind of blows. Siri, for context, I wanted to try to get Muznik out of Russia because of the state that it was in a while back when we were working on Craftus Legacy together, but the fact that I didn't have a super established LLC meant that he literally could not move out of the country to America, especially with how like against America the dictator was over there. Whatever his name is. Can't remember anymore. At least from what Muznik has told me. Like how hard it is to try to get one of those visas to move here. Especially because of how much of a dynamic change there would be actually for the full team to be together in the same space and work on the game. We just never really got that, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm glad you got out of there as well. I'm really glad. I'm glad you got out of there. Oh, boy. So I guess we're starting Sonic Frontiers tomorrow, right? I should probably make it a little announcement about that, because I know that's one of the things that people have told me they want to see. Especially because I've had so much Sonic content. Yeah, of course. I could only imagine. I mean, I didn't move 5 hours away. I moved an hour and a half driving away. And even me, like, I don't know anyone around here other than my roommate. Which sucks. I've been trying to gather a little bit of a sense of community by going to local Smash tournaments here and there. I wanted to join a poetry club maybe because I thought it would help advance my writing skills at the same time as making new friends locally. But in reality, I'm not that far away from my home. I can only imagine how that must feel for you. Especially because you had family there, you know? And you've changed your life so much since then. With the relationships that you had, the friendships that you gathered, etc. So I can imagine that would be really difficult for you. Something that I can't fully comprehend, but I feel for you regardless, you know? Of course. But with all that being said, I think we're going to end the stream a little bit early tonight because I didn't really plan for the stream to end as early as it did. And I didn't plan stuff out for it. So I feel bad because I feel like I'm not really being super entertaining or anything like that. And while I'm having fun sitting here talking to you, the stream is starting to die out and come to an end tonight. A lot of people are heading to bed and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream probably a little bit earlier, like 10 minutes early tonight. And obviously tomorrow we are going to be playing Sonic Frontiers, so we're starting a new journey, a new adventure. Then we're going to head back on the Final Fantasy train and probably do some other things after that, which I'm really excited for. But thank you guys for coming to the stream tonight. Again, I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, of course, yeah. Same here, Quitter. I mean, we did the same thing yesterday, and we typically do it at the end of our streams. It's just that you're typically already in bed because obviously you're in a different time zone, right? You usually go to bed around this time anyway. But we did it early today because the game ended early. You know what I mean? We weren't playing until 9:30. But just so everyone knows, the highlights for this playthrough will be up on this very channel, along with, let's see, what other games? Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy II, Final Fantasy I, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic 06, Doki Doki Salvation, Doki Doki One Last Memory, those are both mods, and the original Doki Doki Literature Club, all in episodic releases and in the movie versions. So if you're not subscribed, then make sure you subscribe to the channel. By the way, thank you, Burst, for subscribing. I appreciate that. So you have all of that to look forward to in between the streams every single weeknight at 6 p.m. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. And, hey, you look nice today. Catch you later.